What's going on? What's going on, everybody? And welcome to the next wave. It is your boy ABK,
Yo, Patey Pips.
and we are here to give you guys a little rundown of how and what is the next wave. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go over the website. Peyton will be going over the educational platform very shortly, and so let's go ahead and get started. So first, we have the home page where you have obviously the logo, our services. Our services on the first page is just a basic rundown of like what are some of the things that we are providing: the daily market analysis, trade ideas, educational platform, one-on-one sessions, mentorship. Um, there's definitely more additional services provided, and there's a contact us form where you can send us a message, and we'll go ahead as we come towards the end. I'll come back to this contact us. Um, Next on the next page we have about us, where our mission is to help ordinary people around the world learn how to invest their money properly in the forex, cryptocurrency, and stock markets. We've realized the trading industry is filled with companies that focus more on marketing than they do on trading, and this is causing people to lose money due to the lack of information they are receiving. We understand that learning to trade is a difficult skill, and we do not take that lightly. Next Wave aims to remove the emotion and hype from trading and focus on the actual skill sets needed to be a profitable trader. We will teach you, our students, and we will teach our students the truth on how the markets move and risk management strategies. And so we also have why do we exist, who are we for, and why are we valuable on the about us. And there's a little bit about us ourselves as well. My and it's just our social media pages on here as well. So after the about us, we have the services, which if you go to the home page and you click on any one of these, it'll take you to our services, which gives you a more detailed version of what the 5 services that we have on the front show you. So it's more, like I said, a more detailed rundown on top-down analysis, our trade ideas, educational platform, one-on-one sessions, and mentorships. And then we go on to the plans and pricing, which we have the 1 month membership, $200, the 3 month membership, $400, 6 month membership, $700, and lifetime membership, which is $1,200. Now, reason why we have the 1 month membership, basically, like it's it's more expensive than the 3 month membership. And let me go ahead and make sure I have everybody muted. Reason why we have that is because, as it says right there, disclaimer: learning to trade in 1 month is unrealistic. We do not believe, and anybody else can tell you that it is not realistic to be a profitable trader in 1 month. Oh man, it's very much not possible. It's very much unlikely for you to become a very profitable trader in 3 months. But the likelihood of 3 months is much more greater than 1 month, right? And if Peyton wants to add anything towards that, he can.
I would just say that that goes along with kind of what our mission is about. There's a lot of marketing going out there where, um, just copy and paste or take our signals and we'll make you profitable. And or if you've been in the space long enough, you know that just doing that isn't really going to make you a profitable trader. More than likely, you're going to end up losing money. So trying to trade or learn to trade in 1 month, we we kind of lean against that. We don't really want to promote that, but we do understand that some people might just want to try us out or might not have the capital to just go jump in straight into lifetime course or even the 3 month course. So we did want to give people an option for that 1 month membership, but we just had to put that disclaimer out there because we just wanted to be honest and truthful
And
about trying to learn how to trade with just 1 month of this stuff.
exactly, because overall, like we mentioned, that's exactly what we're here for. We want to show you that it's not what it seems like. It is not what everybody out there is making it look like. So, um, with every membership, you have the educational platform. Well, with every one like monthly membership or how many ever months membership, you have an educational platform, live analysis trading, one-on-one Zoom call. You have one for the 1 month, three for the 3 months, and six for the 6 months. And then you have the trading community for the 3 months and the 6 months. Other than the 200, I mean, for the 1 month membership, you have the weekly group backtesting sessions and you have weekly trade reviews. And so that weekly trade reviews is going to be Peyton and I and everybody in the community. We're coming together and we're looking at different trades and we're seeing what may or may not have happened and how we could have made that better so that we could so everybody can see how you figure out what you could do better on your trades, right? And so the lifetime, where you have lifetime access to the next wave and future upgrades. It says it's valid for 10 years, but it's not. It's valid for as long as next wave is operational. And so that includes next wave trade ideas. That also includes bi-weekly check-ins where every 2 weeks, as we think, or as you may think, you may be ready for just going out there by yourself, but we do a bi-weekly check-in where we check in on you. Instead of you having just 6 or 3 Zoom calls, every 2 weeks we check on you to see how your progress is. And then you could tell us whether or not you think you're good for that 2 weeks, but we're gonna check on you every 2 weeks because that's sometimes what you may need for you to not make a mistake that you may have to make, because that's what the mentorship is there for. The mentorship is really there to like shorten the learning curve. Then you same thing, weekly trade reviews, and then you're also gonna have our cryptocurrency and stock watch list, which I don't know if Peyton wants to dive deep into that because
So there's definitely that whole hype around cryptocurrency right now, and kind of some smaller stocks that are on the come up, and we do our own research, and we also have other really really smart analysis from other services that are going to give us a little bit more insight on these new up and coming coins or new up and coming stocks. And so we feel like if you want to be a part of the lifetime membership, that it's only right that we give you access to those as well, the ones that at least we're going to be investing in as well. Because personally, I've seen 10,000% gains on my crypto portfolio before this little crash. So it's definitely something that I don't want to hype it up any more than that, to be honest, because a lot of the crypto space right now is all hype, talking about 1,000% gains or whatever. But it's real; it can really happen. But you have to get in before the hype, and so that's kind of what that crypto and stock watch list is going to be. Coins and stocks that we see big potential in, that you don't have to put the house on them. You don't have to risk a whole lot, but you can
but you're gonna make a whole lot.
yeah. So we're not going to give those out to any of the other memberships, just the lifetime membership, because it's very valuable information that we feel like you definitely should pay for, to be honest. So
All right. And then we also have next wave trade ideas, where it's a detailed analysis of our trade ideas that we're going to be sending out. So each one of our signals, or signals if you want to call it, that's exactly what we're not trying to do. But each one of our trade ideas is going to be recorded, and it's going to be explaining exactly why we're taking the trade, and we're going to give you trade management guidance as well, and stop loss and take profits will be provided. So take profit ones, take profit two, those suggested take profits will be given to you, and suggested stop loss will be given to you as well, both from Peyton and myself. And now, one thing about those is that we want to tell you guys that there's not going to be always an opportunity in the market. We are going to only send you guys opportunities that we believe like 99.9% are going to hit. And there's no such thing as that. But if we think like which one trades that we really believe are going to hit, those are the ones we're going to send out. So there's people that say they're going to send out 10 or 15 signals a day. No, that's not what we do. It's only determined based on what we're seeing in the markets and what we think will be profitable trades for everybody. Right? Peyton, do you want to say anything more about that?
Yeah, we debated on even doing this, to be honest with y'all. We debated on even throwing out signals like that, just because our main focus of this company is to teach others how to become their own trader, how to not have to really lean on anyone at all. To be profitable, we want to be able to teach you exactly how to trade by yourself so you can wake up in the morning and look at the charts and make your own decisions. But we also know that a lot of people want to know what we're seeing as well. And so we did want to give that opportunity. It wouldn't be fair for us to have a really good trading week and the people that, are in our community might not have a good trading week. So we want to be able to show y'all what we're seeing, and high probability setups is really, like Abdul said, is what we're really focusing on. So it's not just going to be like, oh, gold could move up from here, let's buy it with a 1-to-1 setup. No, it's going to be more detailed. We're going to give you why we're looking at it. And being able to manage the trade is another big thing that we're going to be providing. We're not just going to kind of throw a signal out there and then later on in the day say, oh, it went 40 pips, but then it hit stop loss, so hopefully you made money on that. We're not going to be like that. This is going to be kind of walking you step by step on how we trade, basically. So, more than just signals, in my opinion. We call them trade ideas, really because we're trying not to say the word signals as much, because it's really more than a signal. It's really a in-depth breakdown analysis of the trades that we're going to be taking personally.
And if you want to talk about pips, go ahead, Peyton. If you want to go ahead talk about pips and all that, go ahead.
Yeah. So another thing in the forex community that we see a lot is people saying like, "Oh, we caught 100 pips today," or we caught this many pips. But
or percentage.
We really focus on percentage more than anything because of our trade management. And so if you're catching 100 pips, but your stop loss was 100 as well, it's a difference. You got to really understand the stop loss management of a trade to really understand how much you're really making. So just because you catch like 50 pips, if your stop loss was 50 as well, you're only catching 1%. You know what I'm saying? So we're really focusing more on percentage gain than we are, how many pips did you catch? And depending on the type of trader you are, that is kind of discretionary or up in the air. For some traders just want to catch 20 pips and dip. We're going to give you an analysis, and based off that trade idea, you can do what you want with it. But we're not going to hype up the pip amount. We're going to hype up, or we're going to talk more about the percentage gain that you could eventually trade.
All right, perfect. And then we also have our one-on-one session, which is one-on-one session with one of us. Now, that we are only providing once. We are only providing that once for every and anybody, because we know for a fact it takes way more than one session for you to really be beneficial, as like it really get as much value as you can as a trader. It takes way more than just one Zoom call, and we feel like it's a disservice if we keep charging you for a Zoom call rather than saying, hey, how about you just take that extra leap and take one of our programs instead, so that you can have way longer than just up to 2 hours.
Mhm.
Because if you have that 1 month is way longer than that 4 hours that you just spent $90 on.
Right. And I'll add on to that too and say sometimes, um, you know, sometimes we'll get on a call on a one-on-one session and be able to provide a more seasoned trader, someone who is almost at that point to where this is, I need to know just this much more. What am I doing wrong? And, for $45, you can get a one-on-one session with us, a more profitable, more consistent trader, and we'll be able to send you a questionnaire, and based off of your questionnaire, we're going to know, okay, this is probably the problem in your trading. And we'll be able to tweak that for you. We'll be able to tell you, hey, it sounds like you're getting in and out of too many trades in one day. Maybe just focus your trades down a little bit to, 2 trades, 3 trades a day tops. Stuff like that can really help a trader who has maybe been trading for a year or two and just hasn't quite clicked for them. We can help that click for you in these type of one-on-one sessions.
Mm.
But like Abdul said, if you're someone who after that one-on-one session it still isn't clicking, then you probably want to dive into one of our courses so you can have a little bit more mentorship, because we will spend a lot more time with you if you take one of the other memberships.
Mm-hmm. So these are what come with it. I keep, like Peyton mentioned, trader assessment questionnaire, 1 to 2 hours Zoom call. It's usually it's most likely gonna last longer than 1 hour. So we put 1 to 2 hours. Breaking down trader assessment questionnaire, answering trader related questions, constructive criticism, and advice on adjusting trading plan. So those are the plans and pricing. Going over to inside the next wave. So, inside the next wave, this is where you're going to get all of everything. You're going to have the educational platform, you're going to have live sessions, you're going to have the media files, where those media files are going to be videos that we create that aren't necessarily in the live sessions, but they're going to be videos that you're going to want to watch. Like, they're going to include information in the crypto space, information in the forex space, do podcasts, what a whole bunch of different things that we still haven't. There's not going to be a cap to it. There's going to be so much there, and there's going to be so many other subtopics. PDF files. Those are going to be files that whatever education that we give you guys, we're going to give you the PDF files to go with it. So you don't always have to watch it in a video. You could have it saved on a drive, and you can take it wherever, right? And then the next wave trade ideas, again, those are only going to be for those who are in our lifetime deal and for those who paid for them. If you want those, you can absolutely get them. But our goal is not to give you. Our goal is not to give you signals. Our goal is to show you how you can become your own trader, and you could easily do that by just going through all these things, right? So you have inside the next wave. Again, this is where all the videos are going to be. You have all posts, you have live sessions, media files, whichever ones that you need to go to. My progress, as you come over here, this is where you're going to have your progress for what you've done on the educational platform, which Peyton is going to be going over very shortly. You have your schedule, a one-on-one session. This is where you will come in. Hold on. There we go. This is where you'll come in and you'll schedule a one-on-one session with either one of us, where, like, again, you have the option of whatever membership you choose, that you'll be able to pick a one-on-one session with us, and we'll be able to talk with you. Go to my account, which is just basically your info, like your first name, last name, contact info, so that we'll be able to help you out with more services on our back end. Settings, these are your own personal settings where you could have your subscription. Not subscription, where you could have notifications of whenever we post a new video up or post a new topic up or anything like that. And you're going to want to keep these on because there's going to be times where we might post up something in the middle of the night. You have no idea. And that's something that I'm going to most likely do. So this is where your notifications will be at. And your subscriptions will be right here as well. And if you need to contact us, although we're going to have definitely like a Telegram chat, we're definitely going to have like private chats that you're going to have access to where you're going to have the whole trading community. And you can also message us privately there. You could also message us here, and then this will go to our email if you need to. All right, and so now here is the educational platform, and I'm going to go ahead and send that over to Peyton. Hold on, let me see. There you go.
All right. So this is what the platform is going to look like whenever you do sign up for the membership. You're going to have all of the different sections on here. You see the Forex background knowledge, the foundation, basics, intermediate, advanced. Then we go into some indicators. We're going to put crypto on the version 2. We got risk management, Abdul's arbitrage indicator, and another really cool risk management key that we use called the magic keys. But this is the one part of the website that we do not have in place yet. We're still recording everything for that. So we're going to go into the back office basically of our education platform and just kind of show some of the topics that we're going to be going over, right? So the first one is the background knowledge, and I'll just kind of flip through these a little bit so y'all can see the topics of everything that we're going to do, right? So for the brand new people who know nothing about Forex at all, we kind of break down a little bit of some of the, I wouldn't say least important things, but just some of the things you kind of need to know before you even learn anything, right? You need to know what a basketball is before you learn what a layup is. So this is kind of what that is. We're just teaching a little bit about what Forex actually is, okay? And then we're gonna have the foundation. So this is gonna be a very, very, very informative breakdown of the foundation of Forex, of everything you need to know from, what is a pip all the way to the best times to trade, stop loss, and take profits. We're teaching y'all everything you need to know about this. And I'll just go ahead and click in through. We're telling you what leverage means, what margin is, and we're giving you way more information than what the average person is going to give you. We're telling you how to calculate your required capital, what you need in your account based on, the leverage that your broker is going to provide you, based on your lot size, the contract size inside the broker. We're giving you everything you really need to know, so you're not going to blow your account on one position, right? And a whole bunch of other stuff on this foundation that is just way more than what I learned personally whenever I was taught, the basics or the foundation of Forex, right? Up here we have the basics of technical analysis. So after you get a foundation, we're going to start to teach you a little bit more of, the basics. And if you are a trader, kind of the basics are like support and resistance, market structure, price action, right? So we'll just go into support and resistance. We kind of teach, what the basics of support and resistance is. And the way we're doing this is through a audio video. Okay, so you're not going to be clicking through this. We're actually going to have a video that's set up to where you just press play and you hear us talk it through. Okay, and we're just kind of giving y'all the information, and then you can just listen to it, of course. Okay. Then we have the intermediate. So let's go into that. And I'm going to show y'all all these, every single little topic on here with the individual sections inside it. So, understanding different time frames is really important. Identifying zones, channels, Fibonacci. This is a big one in here, and candlestick patterns. So within the fibs, we really teach the Fibonacci sequence. We teach the origin. We go into all of that. Let's go a little bit deeper into it just so we can see a little bit more. We teach important fib levels. We teach you how to set up the fibs, how to set up the fib retracement properly. And we do this in a way almost like at a I don't want to say kindergarten level, but we really break it down to where you're really going to understand how to use these certain tools, right? Then we have the advanced. So this is going to be, personally, this is going to be the section where if you think you know a lot about trading, you'll still learn a lot about trading in this section, to be honest.
Facts. Big facts.
A lot of time in this section, especially, just to make sure that we're really going to be teaching new things, right? So multiple time frame analysis, a big thing that a lot of people don't do. A lot of people just stick on one time frame, and that causes them to not see the bigger picture most of the time. Supply and demand, divergence. So I'm going to just crown myself as the divergence king. This section is going to have every single thing you need to know about divergence. Okay, your price action patterns, your flags, your wedges, your head and shoulders. We're teaching a little bit more in depth on those. Market manipulation patterns. So these last three sections right here are usually going to be the sections that you're not going to see throughout other courses, probably divergence as well, but market manipulation patterns, the Elliott wave theory, and the Wyckoff theory, right? So the Wyckoff theory, a lot of people have never even heard of that before, and it's just how smart money really moves. But let's just go into a little bit of the divergence, right? I explain what divergence is. I show different types of divergence, and I show them with examples of just like an animation. And then I also show them examples on the real charts as well, right? So that's an example of bullish divergence. Same thing over here, but bearish divergence, right? And we go over, strong, medium, weak divergence. So we kind of give a little bit more in depth than that, right? But at the end, it has a bunch of tips and tricks on divergence. Okay, so the advanced section is real heavy stuff, real heavy stuff. Then we have our indicator section. So when I first started learning how to trade, I was thrown a whole bunch of indicators, and instead of just putting them on my charts and then going to the next one, I really went in depth on these, and I learned, who created these indicators? What are the formulas for these indicators? Why does it move the way they move, right? Not just, when they cross, it's going to go up. No, I wanted to know why they did that. So we're going in depth on all of these indicators you see here. Abdul will have his own section for arbitrage, his indicator that he uses. And I'm sure if y'all have been following Abdul, you know about that a little bit. It's his little edge in the market that he uses, a very complex indicator. We'll be going over that. But we're going in depth on all the indicators there. And then we're going to have a psychology section. So we know that this is a very big part in the market that people don't fully or kind of can't fully grasp. So we're going to show, I guess, more than just technical analysis and what to do on charts. We're going to explain a lot about the psychology of it as well. And Abdul, if you have anything you want to share on the psychology, feel free.
No, I'm good. I'm good, honestly.
Okay. Good deal.
I want to leave this because reason why I said I'm good on this is because again, like he says, a lot of people don't touch on this, and a lot of people don't talk enough about this cycle.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, this cycle is really a
important.
representation of how the trader's emotions feel. Okay. And so we're going to go in depth on this. And then we're going to have 4 different risk management sections. So we feel like if your risk management is on point, then you're going to be okay. We're going to try to prevent people from blowing their accounts. We feel like that's not really necessary. I know it's going to happen for some people, and it's just like a hard lesson they need to learn. But the risk management sections that we're going to provide hopefully help you and at least let you understand what to do correctly with your risk instead of just trying to figure it out the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we're going to teach you how to set everything up on your computer, on your phone. We're going to have a trading view tutorial so you can learn the ins and outs of trading view, teaching you how to withdraw your profits, teaching how to deposit into an account, um, all the different things you need to know for, the kind of interface of trading. That was another big thing that I never really learned. I had to learn these things myself, and now we're going to be able to teach to y'all a lot easier. And I have an iPhone, he has an Android, so we know the little tips and tricks with those interfaces for sure. We don't have to just if you have an iPhone, don't worry, he's got the Android. And that's pretty much it for the educational platform. It's probably close to 5 hours, maybe more.
We we haven't determined that yet.
Yeah, we haven't fully got that. That's one of the things we haven't got it all recorded yet. But
One thing that we want to make sure that you guys understand is that a lot of other courses they try to say that, oh, you have 80 plus hours of knowledge or 80 plus hours of this. Sometimes less is more. You don't need that. You don't need a whole lot of hours or a whole lot of different information when it comes to trading. You just need to understand the ins and outs of it, and then you have to go and practice it yourself. That's a lot of things that a lot of people don't truly understand. You don't need 80 hours or 120 hours worth of education. That's going to be there because, again, we're going to have our live sessions, back testing sessions, and even trading sessions where we'll just be trading together and we'll be like, hey, let's look for opportunities in the market and let's see if we can be able to trade off of those in the next, who knows. There's going to be a lot of things that we're going to offer. But again, it's not about, when it comes to the educational platform, that number, like, oh, 80 hours of education. Nobody wants to hear that. Let's be real here. I don't think anybody really wants to be going through 80 hours worth of having to learn something really fast. Or not really fast, but you get what I'm trying to say.
so I handed the remote back over to you.
All right. So, with that being said, guys, this is what the next wave is. This is what we have to offer everybody, and I think like we mentioned, we've been working on this very hard, and we've been thinking about this very diligently, and how we wanted to present it. And this is the best way that we thought that we could bring it to everybody, so they could understand this is how to really is how you really truly trade. Because again, we want to be the change that we want to see. Because there is a lot of there's a lot of, I don't want to say bad in the market, but there's a lot of misconceptions in the market that make a lot of people lose money, because there's a reason why only 5% of those who trade are actually profitable traders. That is not a good thing. That's not something that is an exciting thing to say. That's actually pretty sad. So, and I don't know if Payne wants to say anything before we get off of this.
No, I would just say I appreciate anyone who watches this, and just know that we put in we put in way more hours creating it than it will be having to go through it. Like Abdul says, you don't need 20, 30, 40 hours of education. We broke it down into we broke it down pretty well for I feel like even like a fifth grader could go through this and learn. Not to say that we didn't put, maybe the advanced might be a little heavy, but we made it to where anyone and everyone should be able to learn this all around the world, to be honest. So
All
I
right.
appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you so much. You guys don't even understand because this is exactly what we want to do. We want to be able to help those who want to help themselves.
Yep, and create some badass traders.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, with that being said, thank y'all for hopping on. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing, and I hope everyone has a good day.